Did you know that a credit reporting agency doesn't have to remove inaccurate, obsolete, or even unverifiable information from your credit report even after you dispute it? My name is Michael Wasylik. I'm one of the lawyers at Ricardo and Wasylik here in Florida, and together with my partner Jason Ricardo, I help people just like you overcome foreclosure and debt collection with dignity. And today I'm going to tell you what the heck I'm talking about when I say that credit reporting agencies don't have to do anything. They don't have to remove inaccurate, obsolete information even after a dispute. Let's dig in right now. First of all, understand that the obligation of credit reporting agencies to report accurate, complete, verifiable information, that their duty to make sure that all the information in their file about you is accurate, that duty comes from federal law. And it's from the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Specifically, we're looking at 15 USC 1681I, which describes the reinvestigation procedures that have to take place if you dispute the accuracy of information. Now, when you notify a credit reporting agency that you believe that the information in the report you've been given is inaccurate or obsolete or otherwise unverifiable, they have a statutory duty. It actually says the word shall. They shall investigate at no cost to you the accuracy of that information. And then if they can't verify its completeness, they're supposed to remove it. Now, why do I say they don't have to do this? The answer is, even though the statute says shall, even though the law says you must do this, there are no consequences for the credit reporting agency for their failure to do so, unless you are prepared to go to court to enforce your rights. You're prepared to sue in order to make sure that the credit reporting agency does what the law tells them they are supposed to do. If you do not have the ability, the interest, the willingness, the time, the stubbornness, whatever it takes, if you're not interested in suing a credit reporting agency because they fail to do their duty under the law, if you're not interested in suing a credit reporting agency because they insist after a dispute reporting inaccurate, obsolete information about you, or information that's not verifiable, or information that's just flat out wrong, if you're not willing to sue for that, they're not going to respect you. If you're not willing to sue for that, they don't have to do anything because there are no other consequences to them for failure to remove. Now, this comes up time and time and time again. I hear people say all the time they've disputed an item with their credit reporting agency on the basis that it's not accurate, it's not verifiable, or they don't recognize it, and they don't believe the credit reporting agency did a proper investigation. The information comes back verified and it's reported as accurate, even though the consumer thinks it's probably not, even though the person who's named in the credit report has pretty good reasons to believe it's not accurate, but they're not willing to take the next step. What they do instead is they say, well, I'm going to write another letter, and I'm going to keep writing letters and keep writing letters and keep writing letters. To a limited extent, writing more than one letter can help you build your case, that eventually if you do go to court, you say, listen, I gave them chance after chance after chance after chance, and they still didn't do the right thing. But by itself, writing letters isn't going to do anything unless you are willing to ultimately, at some point, say enough is enough and pick up that hammer and sue. If you've disputed an account based on some provable inaccuracy, some factual inaccuracy, and the credit reporting agency is refusing to investigate, refusing to correct, refusing to delete inaccurate, obsolete information, and you've decided enough is enough, you need to pull the trigger and go ahead and sue, because they are breaking the law, and your only weapon, your only leverage, the only tool in your tool chest that you have left is a lawsuit. So, I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have a situation like this, and we know a lot of people do, tell your story in the comments. Leave a like if this has been helpful. Share it using the share button with somebody else you might know who needs this help. And go ahead and watch the next video about credit reporting. I'm going to put up on the screen now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.